that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Chad calling. Let me click it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab some brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gonna make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hot! 180! 55! I don't think you take the hot! Check three. Check. Lucky!
First down. Here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! One! No!
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 44, Cousins. Diggs unable to reel that in, and he might find things a little difficult in this one. He's got to go against Richard Sherman, and that is certainly no picnic.
And for years, when I've watched Richard Sherman trying to get to the heart of what's made him such a great player on the corner, I come back to one thing. Takes very few false steps, and he gets that out of film study and understanding the receivers and the type of routes they can run against him.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Trey Flowers with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Switch! Alert! He's coming! We got double up. Hey, 18. Switch gears. Rush in! Run up!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Get up! 180!
Watch my board.
Thanks. Get up!
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Here we go, D. Red, go! All day. All day.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Hey, watch that.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, alert. Hey, Foxtrot.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. 54.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter tracks him down way in the backfield for a loss of 16. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Take it at the 37. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a 2nd guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota.
Jahan! Hey!
Check 55 Mike.
All day. Here we go.
That's
Where's that? Gun! Spons! Where's that?
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Cook. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Hey, two.
Kill. Hey, turn it out. Out.
Hey, Ringo, 48. Through.
Check. Check 24.
Hey, Alpha. Gun.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
55. Gun. Check. Slam. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On play action, Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Matt Weil now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Charlie. Right there. 54 Mike. Down to lose 1.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You got tight right there. Ran. Mike 52. Hey, exit. Watch the screen.
Trubisky will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 36 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Hey, we're good. Check. First. Hey, orbit. Gun.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Kill, kill. Gun. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
To throw it is Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, here's Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I'm going to hit you.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Check 99. Check 99.
They run with Breida, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Chicago. Matt Breida, 43 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Vikings, nothing.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Gun.
Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you.
Throwing, Cousins. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
180.
Check 52's the mic. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Good room.
You're all mine. 52's the mic.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check the backer. Lock in.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Ready? Hey, 18. Hey, Steve 6. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike, 54. Hey, ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Hey, Delta. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Target. My 52.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Being chased out left. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
18.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Bryant is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
First down, Vikings.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike. Hey, Haywood.
55, Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Kill. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check nickel. Check 43.
Gun.
Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Check.
Watch the safety creep. Gun. Good route here.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, echo.
Mike 5.
On 3rd down, Cousins buying time to his left. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Slam. Hatchet.
Gun.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
He's scared. Wide. Watch the whip.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Hey, wahoo!
55. Hey, eat. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of
Here's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 6 guys. Check 6.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Tackles. Flash. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Hey, foxtrot. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Check right. Shift.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Breida, he'll try the right side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Let's go. 18. Hey, Zoo. 54. Mike 54. Come off the ball hard. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Cousins now. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Hey, can. Bud. Check 55, Mike. Arnie.
Cousins from the gun on third. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
First down.
Cousins now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%.
Check 55 to Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check 26. Check 26. Check 31. Check 30.
Again, it's Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Listen to me. 55's Mike, guys. 55. Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, Charlie.
55. Mike, 55. Here we go. Here we go. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Check flag. 2. Gun.
Watch the edge. Big edge. Watch twist.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
Gun. Yellow.
Watch it, you ain't going nowhere. He's
Throwing is Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Noah Fant, 75 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A second down throw for Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. This is Breida. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
It's 4th down.
Go! 180! Check 55, Mike. Coming to you, coming to you.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Matt Bryant on for the field goal of 48 yards.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Minnesota.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they take a knee.
On the keeper. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Mike, back 2. Watch the slip, watch the slip.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Trubisky on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they will take a knee here. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Cousins on the keeper. That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Weil now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 42.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming.
Here's Breida. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
7-yard gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Vikings' 47-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Check 180. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.